Welcome back at 8:30. I'm Kelsey Davis.
And I'm Lucy Bustamante, and we got to check the weather with Hannah Gard because it's a cloudy day at the moment, but the rain is coming too, right, Hannah?
Yeah, and some areas down along the coast have already been seeing that heavy rain today. It's going to be expanding inland through today and tomorrow, so we'll be watching for that flood threat. Then we're heating up later in the week, and we are still tracking Tropical Storm Erin out there in the Atlantic. Look at this satellite view and radar view of this disturbance that's sitting right by the mouth of the river. You can definitely see the low pressure there. This is a pretty much zero chance of forming into a tropical system, but it is a tropical disturbance. It's just not a tropical depression, but just because it doesn't have a title does not mean that it's not going to be impactful. Here's what we're seeing on Viper radar right now. Most of the rain is offshore, but Grand Isle, I was talking about earlier how we might have some minor street flooding there. They have put out a street flood advisory for Grand Isle because of this almost stationary storm. It really hasn't moved in maybe an hour to an hour and a half. We're seeing some lightning. We have high rain rates of over 2 inches an hour, so that's what we're going to be watching for. This expires at 11:30, this street flood advisory. So just make sure you're not driving through flooded roadways down there in Grand Isle. We do have some downpours over in the river parishes, just moved through Luling, now out to the west of Norco toward Laplace. We're seeing a little bit of heavy rain there. And then the mouth of the river, we had a storm that was kind of parked right there. It's starting to dissipate a little bit, but we just have to watch these very slow moving storms as we go through the afternoon. This model's not showing much in the afternoon in terms of big storms. I do think that it might be a little bit more aggressive than what this is showing with just a couple of showers. We have to watch those almost stationary storms as they try to pop up. It does show a couple of little storms in the evening. Not necessarily in our area, but these could pop up anywhere, so that's what we'll be watching for. Tomorrow, the low, that swirl that's offshore, starts to move into our area, so we'll see coastal showers and storms first, and then it's going to be farther inland that we see more widespread storms. And again, they're not going to be moving very much, so this is that flood threat. Give me the first alert, got to watch out for that. If you're sending the kiddos to school, make sure that they have an umbrella, a rain jacket, and then be mindful for the evening commute. On Wednesday especially, I think we could have some heavy rain around. On Thursday, looks dry in the morning, and then we'll see run-of-the-mill scattered showers and storms in the afternoon, typical of the summertime pattern. So we back off on the rain chances a little bit. The flood potential is mainly going to be today and tomorrow, and that's where you're seeing these big bullseyes of red and purple. That's over 3 inches of rain. The purple is over 5 inches of rain. So especially those coastal areas like Grand Isle, got to watch for that flooding. Our rain chances back off. By the weekend, we're pretty dry. We're only 30% chance for rain and storms, but our temperatures are going to heat up. We'll climb to the mid-90s as we head into the weekend. In the tropics, we're tracking Tropical Storm Erin out here. See that spin in the Atlantic, 45-mile-per-hour sustained winds. It's moving west at 22 miles per hour. It is expected to become the first hurricane of the season by midweek, and then quickly strengthening to a major hurricane as it nears potentially the Leeward Islands, Puerto Rico on the southern side. On the northern side, if it takes the northern part of that track, that would be a better outcome for limited land interactions. What will determine that is the high pressure that's over it. If that is weaker, it will turn north faster. So that'll be the question. There's also a low swinging across Canada that will kind of determine when that gets pulled up to the north. So there's still a lot of question marks in the long range with Erin. Right now it looks like not really something the Gulf needs to worry about, maybe the east coast of the U.S. and of course those areas in the Caribbean. For us, you're seeing that flooding already in Grand Isle, guys. Those storms are not really moving. So anything that pops up further inland as well later today and tomorrow, we'll have to watch for similar situations.
It'll just sit there.
Yep.
Oof.
Not a lot of motion with that little disturbance right offshore. It's just kind of spinning into it.
So it's hot right now, but maybe take some time to clear your storm drains if you haven't done that in a few weeks. You've gotten a lot of rain, so do that real quick to make sure you help the water move around at least.
Definitely.
So tomorrow's going to be the one to watch.
Yeah, I would definitely watch to the evening commute tomorrow with the modeling. It's been showing in the afternoon we could have some of those storms popping up.
All right.
Your pain.
Take a note of that.
See a little bit of red and orange on your map.